How do you like that fancy little opening?
It's new.
How are you, buddy? It's good to see you.
Thank you, Sam. I'm good. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How's it feel? How are you feeling after games number 2? Generally speaking.
I feel good. I felt less destroyed. Like my body was better than last year.
Okay.
And yeah, I was a bit jet lagged when I came to Europe, but now I settled in and it's getting better. Now I'm on vacation, so it's all good.
Awesome. So when you say you felt better, less beat up, do you think that was a product of the programming or your fitness?
Well, I think it's both. I feel like this year, Bo's focus was not on like destroying athletes. It was more of showcasing the athletes' capabilities. So maybe it's both. But like I felt worse on actually on Saturday after Capital. Then that event was like that killed me, and then Saturday I felt the worst, and then Sunday I felt better, and like Monday I felt like all is good. So
Good. Okay. Yeah. So that Capital event, you said that was the worst event you've ever done, like the hardest event you've ever done.
no doubt, it was just like a event from some local competition, which was a sled push, sled pull for time. Like my legs were dead. And like that was the most painful event I've ever done before this, and Capital was by far the worst event I've ever done. Like it was great, but it was very hard.
Yeah. Are you on your phone right now?
Yeah.
Can you turn it sideways?
Sure.
Okay, that'll be better for the mic, and I can put this view on. Cool. So take us through that event if you don't mind. 3, 2, 1, go. Pig flips. What were they like for you?
I was actually the most scared to flip a pig because last year it was only 10 reps, and on third rep of the second set I just stuck on the pig for like a minute and a half, and I'm like, if 8 pig flips did that to me, I hope that doesn't happen again. And this season I got a big tire, like a lot sooner than that I got it last year. Last year I only had big tire for like a week before I left for the games, and this year I had it for a month, and I flipped the tire for like every other day for like 20-30 flips. Okay. And then I went to Mayhem. They had this sled pig, like the one, like not the real, the flip sled.
Yeah.
And it worked actually. That work that I've done with all those like pieces paid off, and like we just started 3, 2, 1, go. I started flipping the pig, and I remember Jeffrey Adler was next to me in lane left to me, and I think BK was on the right side, and I just like saw them one flip behind me in the first 10 flips, and then they were like 2 or 3 flips behind me when we finished. I'm like, this is good, this is great. And we are starting the run. Ricky was just running next to me on the start, and we like started running. I saw two guys in distance, like 100 meter in front, maybe less, like around 100, and we caught up to them since we drafted off each other and we worked as a team, me and Ricky. And the first guy was Hopper. Okay. I caught up to him, actually. Fun story. I caught up to him first, and I was drafting off of him, and he told me, you go in front now. I said, no. He said, no, what? No. And he stops running. He stops. He like walks.
No.
Like, okay, I'm gonna pass. And
that's
then,
funny.
Then he tried drafting off, but I knew he's trying that, and I pushed to catch Roman, so he didn't have the juice in him to stay.
Yeah,
with
that's
me,
when you're running and you stop, like
yeah,
starting back up again is really
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then me and Ricky caught up to Roman, and then three of us started running together for I think like if run was 3.5 miles, we ran at least 2 miles together.
Okay. Just in a pack, the three of you. Did you talk? Do you talk at all when you're doing
we
this?
talked. Yeah, we talked.
Okay.
We were like, who's gonna go in front now? Who's gonna go in the back now? Like same as on the bike event. We talked and we like figure out the strategy as we go. So yeah,
That's really cool.
we ran 2 miles together, and then there was like a 400 meter uphill to the capital, maybe 400. And like people said, I turned off on that uphill, like I redlined because I was faster than Ricky and Roman on that uphill, but that was actually not stronger pace that I did. It was just the technique that I learned with Chris Hinshaw while we were working together in Cookville. He actually taught me and all the other athletes in Mayhem how to, like, if you're uphill, how to move faster without like
taxing your body,
making yourself more tired.
Yeah.
So
what did he tell you? Give us a little hint. So how to be efficient uphill? What are some of the things you had to adjust?
Well, it's about cadence and stride. So if you are if you run uphill, your stride shortens.
Okay.
And your cadence needs to stay the same or faster, so your body doesn't send the signal to your brain that it's tired. So if you just keep your cadence the same, let's say if you're running, I don't know, 120 steps in a minute, normal, when you're uphill, that will go down if you keep the stride length the same. So it will be like 90 or 80 steps a minute, and you need to keep it at 120 all the time, so your brain doesn't think it's harder. So yeah, you just
interesting. Now, how do you know that you're at 120 steps? Do you have like a device that tells you what you are, or is it just?
I have no idea. It's just like a number that I said. It may not be 120.
But I mean, how do you? So it's just a mental thing where you're able to keep the same cadence. In your mind, whatever that is, to keep it there.
Yeah, like I usually go on breaths. Like I breathe every 2 or 3 steps, and then I just like figure that out uphill. Like try to stay the same.
Keep it the same. Oh, interesting. Yeah. That's really cool. So people watching saw you sort of pull ahead and made the assumption that you probably were redlining, but in your body, you felt fine. You were just doing what you were told, and it felt great. That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
So when did you redline on that event?
It was perfect pacing, actually. I think I could have ran faster than Ricky and Roman, but I didn't, because I knew they were like 2 guys that we are the pack in front. So I was like, I want to save some energy for end. And then I came first to the jerry carry, and I took the both sandbags and started running, like walking, and I broke them twice or 3 times maybe. What I should have done was break them like 5 or 6 times and not get my arms tired for the sandbag. I dropped those 2 sandbags, jerrys or whatever they're called, and I took the sandbag and put it on my hand, had it on my back for the first stretch. Like we had like a 200-meter run with the sandbag, and then last 100-meter was upstairs. I was thinking when we were like running or before the event that those stairs were smaller. So it's like 20 stairs and you're done. It was 50 stairs. I think like exact number is 49 stairs.
Okay.
And there were like five stairs straight,
Mhm.
5 stairs straight, and there's like a lot of climbing until the end. So I just had the sandbag on my back, and when I dropped it, I was like, oh no, my back and my arms are done. And I saw Roman take it from the back
to here and just go.
Like he didn't even drop the sandbag.
Right.
And I'm like, that break me mentally at the time. I'm like, no way I'm catching that guy. And I saw them pulling ahead, and I'm like, okay, now just keep third. And I tried going uphill, and like the guys who were behind me a minute or 2 minutes caught up to me because I was so broken from the jerry cans. Like my arms, I couldn't hold the sandbag, and my back was so broken from that 100 meter having the sandbag on my back. And yeah, at the end it was just like, oh, I don't care which place I'm gonna finish in, I just want to finish.
Yeah.
And people were like, the crowd around was screaming so hard. I was like, I wanted to scream. Like they were like, pick it up. I'm like, I can't. It was crazy.
It was hard. It was hard to watch, right? I mean, because you and Haley both got caught up on those stairs, and it was just like, I'm sorry, guys, I got nothing. Like I have nothing left.
At the end, me and Haley like apologized to each other that we were in the way. Like I dropped in front of Haley, she couldn't pick it up because of me, and like, but she was like, no, I couldn't pick it up either way. You're in front or you're behind. So at the end, like when that event was over, I was so broken that like when the event was done, maybe you saw the story when they rolled me over.
Yeah, well, I was going to ask you that. Like they were very adamant about getting you out of the way. Like Angel like kicked you, and then someone else was pulling your arm, and you were just kind of.
They wanted me to stand and to move from the line, so because of the other people coming in, and I just like, she's like, stand up. I'm like, no way, I'm standing up. Like it's not possible. And like she rolled me, and then when like medical saw how bad I look, they like 3 or 4 medical people came to me, and when I saw medical around me, I was like, oh, my games are done. Like,
oh no, yeah.
I'm pulling out, and like that's how I felt. Like I felt I will not continue. Like in the first 5 minutes, I was like, it's over. And then when I went to take ice, to take the wet towel, and my friend Josie took some stuff from my girlfriend, and he gave me the sugar, the water, the Gatorade, the protein, whatever, and I just tried to put as much calories in me on the way back to the North Park where we had next event, and it was.
Did you get to see
very quick turnaround, which was bad?
Yeah. Did you get to see the whole drama with Rebecca Fuselier? Like, were you there for that? Did you see her finish, or were you on your way back?
Well, I think I was there, but
you weren't there.
I weren't there mentally.
Yeah. Okay. So you don't remember it. You were present, but not really.
No, I don't remember. Like I remember seeing medical people, and then I don't remember anything until I saw Josie, which was like 20-30 minutes after.
Oh, wow.
Like, I really don't remember anything.
Yeah. And so your girlfriend was there?
No, she was at the CrossFit Games. Like she was there, but not at the Capitol, because she had my coaching bracelet, and she was waiting for me at the venue.
Yeah.
When I come back.
I had known she was there. I would have liked to have met her. I didn't realize that.
Next year, maybe.
Yeah. Definitely. We'll both be there next year for sure.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So the next event was what was after the Capitol? The up and over.
Yeah.
The up and over one. Yeah. So did you feel recovered from that, or no?
No.
You were not ready.
Me and Valner both struggled with the sandbag, and we were in the lanes next to each other on the that event with ring muscle ups. I don't remember the name, and we both were talking to each other before that event. Like, I don't want to do this now. Like, I don't want to do this event.
You're praying for rain, maybe.
Yeah,
like, hey, could it rain again?
3, 2, 1, go, and I'm like, I don't want to do this. This is like, I was destroyed. I didn't even like, I took 25th place in that event, and that event was supposed to be good for me.
One of your good ones,
and it was.
I know that feeling though, when you're about to do something and you're just in your head like, I do not want to do this, and that's really hard to dig out of.
I was just like cruising through event instead of attacking it. So
yeah,
not a good. That day was complete disaster.
Blur. There you go.
I'll
leave.
Somebody like called me on WhatsApp.
Called you.
Yeah.
You're a popular guy. Sorry. I want to go back to day one before we get too much into some of these other events. What happened on the bike?
Oh, well,
like here's what I think happened, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. But from what I saw, I think people were like tracking Yona, right?
Yeah.
He was in the lead. Everything's great.
Yeah.
I think somebody saw Spencer and thought
Me
it
and
was
Spencer
Yona.
were going together.
Yeah, I think someone saw Spencer, thought it was Yona, and sort of said, "Okay, come on in." Did that?
No.
What happened?
No. So what happened was Yona was in front of me, and me and him. So him and me were first two out of chest to bar, and he was so much better on the bike that he took off, and I was alone by myself, and I saw somebody like going to catch me, and I saw a Panchik on the helmet, and I didn't recognize which one. Then I checked the shoes. Then I checked the shoes, and it was Spencer, because I know his sponsor is Innovate.
Yeah.
And I that's my boy, because we trained together, and we're like, let's work together and catch you on it. And we tried drafting off each other for like 2 or 3 laps.
Are you talking to each other during this too?
Yeah, we were
like,
talking to each other. Okay. The fun thing was everybody was, let's go Lazar, let's go Saxon.
Of course.
And that was Spencer. And he was like, if somebody calls me Saxon again. And yeah, we were driving, like we were riding together, and we couldn't see Yona anymore in front, and we were checking with each other, this is the 5th lap, this is the 5th lap, right? And he confirmed to me, and he asked, like, that's the 5th lap, right? I'm like, yes. And we agreed that it's the 5th lap.
Sure.
And
was Yona so far in front of you?
He was so far ahead, we couldn't see him.
Couldn't, yeah, okay.
We couldn't see him even on the straight line, so which was, and when you're entering the stadium, there are two gates.
Right,
left
this
one,
way, that way.
Left one is to continue the lap for one more, and the right one was to go inside the stadium. And what was weird was that the judge was waving the flag, opening the gate for us. The volunteer that was on the he was in the middle of those two
on the
gates.
right side, yeah.
And like we thought it's 5th lap, and we entered. My plan was to go with the Spencer. Like I know he was on the far side of the stadium, and I'm on the close one. So I will, if we go in together, I'm beating him because I'm closer.
Sure.
And he knew that. He's like, you're going with me because you're closer, right? Like, yeah. And we go inside the stadium, and I don't see Yona.
Okay.
And
that's when you realize.
And I'm like, something's happening. Either he did one more additional, or we missed a lap. And at that moment, I was like, he did additional lap for sure. And like but maybe I should go do one more. And I saw Spencer entering, and I continued straight. I wanted to continue the lap, and I see Spencer like going over the line, winning the event.
Right.
And I'm like, everybody's clapping, everybody's like, let's go, let's go.
And if you're wrong, you're not losing it, right?
Yeah. And I'm like, if everybody's clapping, he won the event, I'm second, I'm gonna go back and finish the event. And yeah, we go over, and Chuck, the head judge, comes to us it seems like you missed a lap. No, and yeah, it just like started very bad. Like the game started like with a disaster.
What the F? Yeah.
And event which was where I was supposed to be top 3, I might DNF. Like I feel like it was if it wasn't Boz and Chuck, I would DNF. Like if it was like last year or a couple of years before.
Right. You never know how they are going to respond to that. You guys got the best case scenario for what happened.
Yeah, I was a bit angry because Saxon got 5th and I got 10th.
Right.
Spencer, sorry. I was a bit angry about that, but then my slowest lap was my first lap of the second second round of biking.
All like the 9 ones, the 9 that you did before, and just took your slowest.
Yeah, and Spencer's lap was faster than mine because he was catching up to me, and I was waiting for him.
Right. So, yeah. You didn't know that's how it was going to play out, right? If
but
you had known
it's
that,
okay.
You would have
it could have been much worse, and I'm happy with their decision. They said, we think this is fair. I said that's fair. Sorry for like I came up to Boz and to Chuck, like I said I apologize so many times. Like it sucks for you, it sucks for me, it's sucks for the spectators. Like it's
certainly didn't do it on purpose. It was just an honest mistake.
I saw so many comments like he cheated. Like they cheated. Like come on, like you really think I would go inside and like, hey, I'm done when I'm not done? Like of course.
Well, and there's not like there's cameras everywhere. You know, it's not like no one was watching.
I was so sorry that I made that mess, and like
how was your grip? How was your grip on that? Because
good.
Fine.
Good. Like we started with toes to bar, and toes to bar is one of my best movements. And I was like top 5, maybe top 3 outside of the first, outside of the toes to bar. So it felt good. Chest to bar, like what my strategy was to go behind Justin on both movements. Like I could see him in front of me, he couldn't see me.
Right.
And my strategy was to go a bit faster than him and like try to beat him on both of those, and I managed to do it. And bar gymnastics was good, and biking felt much better than on the practice lap. On the practice lap, everybody was faster than me. I don't know why. Sometimes when I warm up, I'm too slow. Like whenever I warm up, I see other people do it, and I'm like, oh man, they're so fast. They're doing this so good. Like, am I like bad or something? And then when it starts, I just click and it's done.
Yeah, it's better for them to underestimate you, right?
Yeah.
See you going slow and be like, Lazar, he can't do this, and then you crush it.
Sure. Like when I like the scene that I remember the most in the warm-up area was semifinals rope climbs, like 10 rounds, 1 rope climb. Everybody was climbing that rope so fast, and they were like going down so fast. I'm like, man, I'm gonna take 15th in this event, and then I win the event. So you never know. Like when 3-1 starts, then it really counts.
Yeah, there's a kid that my son used to pitch against, and when he would do when the pitchers come out and warm up, they do like 4 or 5 warm-up pitches, and his pitches would be super slow, all over the place, like the catcher's trying to grab the ball, and then he would come in and his first pitch would be like 90 miles an hour right over the plate, and everyone's like, oh, okay. Like it's almost a psych people out type of thing.
Yeah, like
screw it up in the warm-up and let everyone underestimate you.
You know who does that? Velner. Last year lifting event snatch, he missed a 205 in the warm-up, and then he lifted 295 in the event actually. So yeah.
Oh, that's funny. So I'm dying to talk about Friday night because that was one of my favorite moments at the games. Our interactions with you when Amy and I were getting to sort of chat with you in between heats and stuff. That was so much fun. But tell me what it was like during the demo, when the demo team went and like showed you those double crossover things. Like, what was your initial reaction? What was the vibe like with the guys?
To be honest, my initial reaction was, if I'm already in top 5, I will think about crossovers when I'm in top 5, because it was.
Okay. So you weren't thinking you were gonna.
I tried a couple
top
of them.
5?
I hoped. I'm usually not that good on the sprints, but
Okay.
like this season, I proved myself wrong because I worked on that so much. And first, when they did all the gymnastic stuff, I was like, I tried all of those. I'm good on my hands. I'm good on pegs. I never tried strict peg, and we didn't have a peg to warm up for in the
Okay.
warm up area, which was weird. Like, to try your first strict peg on the actual competition.
Yeah.
That was kind of the biggest mental challenge for me, because like, I never did it. I don't know if I can. I saw a girl do it. If a girl can do it, I can do it for sure.
Yeah.
So
watch it.
yeah, like, first round was very good. I tripped a double under, but the first one.
The single unders, you mean?
The single under. First single under,
Yeah.
I tripped, but then I did it unbroken and went over.
What were the pistol standards?
Just like lock your hips and go down.
You couldn't put your foot down in between or anything?
If you put your foot down, you're going again.
Okay, but you didn't have to start from the beginning if you got no rep. You just got a no rep, correct?
No, you start from the beginning.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything needed to be unbroken.
Yeah.
And yeah, when the first one was done, I knew I'm in the next one, because I saw earlier times.
Mm-hmm.
Then on the second one, I just tried to go as fast as I can. My strict peg was slow. I felt like I was coming down good, but I'm like, me going up was slow. So yeah, not like, if I did the strict peg better, I could have go into top 5, but I was 8th, which was not bad for me in that event. Like, sprint gymnastics was something that I was scared of, and I did solid, and yeah, it was okay.
I saw some people sort of like using their knees a little bit. Was that?
Luca told me the same, but
I don't think you're allowed to do that, or no
Luca
one was
told
really
me,
getting called on it. I saw a bunch of people using their knees.
I have no idea. I was like focusing on my event, but Luca told me after, why didn't you use your knees? Everybody was using their knees.
Well, yeah, I mean, who knows? Your judge may have not allowed your knees, so that could have been bad too. Do you go back and watch any of these events? Have you gone back and looked?
If I do good in an event, I will rewatch it. If I do bad in an event, I'm like, I know what I did bad, and I don't want to like watch it again. So
right, it's like salt in the wounds.
Yeah,
you don't need to do that.
Like the event with handstand push-ups.
Yeah, well, that was going to be my next question. Let's talk about that one.
I didn't want to watch it because I was so angry, but like, oof, that was terrible.
So what was happening for you?
Well, before every event, I check myself with Anya. I will say like, this is what we do. Let's say if we need to move something, move like 9 cleans, move the bar, go to the pirouettes, walk, dips, go back, dips. I will like recite all the event to her, and she will confirm, just so I know what to do. And like, before the event, I did a couple of sets of handstand push-ups, and I was asking her to watch, and she confirmed that they were good reps. And also my competitors, I asked Billy, he was next to me, he tried them also, Billy George, and he was like, oh man, you have so much space, like, don't worry about the standard at all, like you're doing it good,
like you're hitting way below where you need to.
You're way below.
Yeah.
And 3 to 1 go, 30 calories. I finished maybe second after the Roman, and I start doing handstand push-ups, and I like 4 no reps in a row. First 4 reps, 4 no reps.
And does the judge tell you what you're doing, or do they just say no rep?
He just like said, you're not going too low. Okay. But that was not possible because my nose was tipping was touching the line, and if my nose is touching the line is like this.
Right. Your head is way above that.
Like everything was above the line, and like I just did my reps, like trying to go down as far as I can, and some reps were good, some reps were bad, and those were same reps. So like I do one rep, it's no rep. I do the second one, the same, and he gives me the rep. So
yeah,
it was just like silly, and I think like the problem was that the standard was left to judges to it was their opinion. It was their opinion if you are over or not over, because like people with longer hair, like Medeiros, his top of the head is same top of the head as mine, but he has additional like this hair. Like of course, even if he goes lower, you can't tell. So
yeah, everyone needed to wear like bathing caps for that workout or something,
or touch the ground.
Or touch the ground. Yeah.
So yeah, I just think it was left to be an opinion from the judge, and I don't agree with that. And yeah, like I was so angry that like then head judge came and he was supporting his judge.
Sure.
Like
that's what they do.
And like this event was over, and like I couldn't sleep for the whole night because of that event.
It reminds me of what happened in 2021 in the Coliseum on a Friday night.
It was not that bad because it was only a double under. Now it's like a full rep, and he doesn't tell you that you are not over. He doesn't tell you are not over the line. He tells you that you are not over the line when you extend.
When you're
so you
press out.
and he gives you a no rep when you press out, and which was ridiculous.
Yeah, I guess it probably would have been more helpful for them to say like get lower, and then say like good or something when you can press up. And I assume they could have done that. I mean, that's not like against the rules, I wouldn't think. Let me ask you this. Did you ever have that judge again the rest of the weekend?
Yes, I got that judge. Yes, but I listened. So I got that judge on the rowing, actually, on the Jackie Pro.
Oh, okay.
He was supposed to be my judge for the row. And I went outside and I'm like putting my rower, like setting everything. Yeah. And I look at him and I see that judge. And boss is like passing. And I'm like, boss, I'm not, this is, I don't want this judge. Yeah. And he's like, you do switch. And he switches two judges. Okay. And like the judge that came up to me was showing like, but I have Saxon on my paper.
Like switch cards. Yeah.
No, Saxon was in the first, like it was somebody else, Nick Matthews. But I had Nick Matthews on my paper and they're like, switch the papers or scrub it, whatever.
Well, because that was the first workout after that night, right? That was the very next workout, wasn't it? Saturday morning?
No, Jackie Pro was the final workout.
Oh, so you had him for Jackie and then they switched.
They switched, yeah.
Got you. Sorry, I heard you say something about I had him for the rope. And I thought you were talking
about for the row.
Row, okay. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. I was figuring that they would switch just to make you feel a little better.
Yeah. Like
now, did Nick have any issues in that event?
I don't think so, because it was only rowing. Like he didn't judge the row. He
was just at the front and then someone else did the thrusters.
Yeah. Okay. But I didn't want to have him. Like,
you just didn't want that negative energy.
I didn't want that energy. Like I didn't want to be angry at the judge. So.
Right. And not his fault. Just you just didn't. You wanted a little different environment. I love it. That's so funny.
But, I'm happy that they did that for me. Like they Boss had so much stuff going on. He could have just said, "Hey man, like
suck it up.
Don't bother me with this thing," and he switched the judges. So I feel like the boss did great job. Like he tried to make everybody happy. That was like what I felt from him. So
did you make any new friends? Any new athlete friends?
Oh well, it was almost the same field actually, and I knew some of them from before, and like we were all like friends, competitors from before, and but who I got really close with was Spencer, because two of us were training together in Cookville. We spent like a month together training, and we spent time together in the warm-up area, the warm-up area. So like we grew closer, I feel.
Nice.
Which is nice, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a highlight, favorite moment?
Favorite moment? Jackie Pro, definitely. Yeah, but you know what was really special? It was Saturday evening, sandbag. I struggle with the 230-pound sandbag in the warm-up. I missed 230 sandbag a couple of times, and then I did 300 on the floor.
Crazy. What kind of advice did you get from that guy, the strongman guy? Did you incorporate that strategy? He was sort of doing it was almost like a worm lift.
Yeah, but he I didn't get his.
It didn't work for you.
Yeah, you know what was the thing? That sandbag was so easy for him, so he couldn't really explain the technique to us. So I was like, I can't really see what he's doing because it's so he takes it and he puts it on his shoulder.
It's sort of like, do you know Pamela Gagnon?
Yeah.
She does the gymnastics.
Yeah, videos. She's Mayhem Gymnastics.
Yeah, well, if you're not good at gymnastics, you can't even do 90% of the drills that she does. She makes them look so easy. It's like she's too good to be teaching people that don't know what they're doing. I'm going to start. My girlfriend and I are going to start a social media Instagram page where we show her doing it and then we show us doing it, which is a total fail. And we're going to use funny music. It's going to be great. It's going to go viral because that's what made me think of when you said that. Yeah. He's too strong to sort of teach you a basic technique. So were you just kind of bear hugging it and then try to inch it up?
No, I would, it was laying on the floor and I would just grab it with my hands and try to take it as low as I can. So the big part is already up.
Oh, got it. Grab it low.
Try to power clean it.
That was a really fun event to watch.
Yeah, that was the best lifting event we ever did. It was so
would have thought
fun to watch because everybody was thinking it's going to be stupid. I told that to boss. Everybody was thinking it's going to be stupid, but it panned out very, very well.
I can't tell you how many people. Go ahead.
Even when I dropped out, it was so fun to watch the other guys.
Yeah.
So it was great.
How did your tie break go?
Not good. I could have been 7 spots better because there was 8 of us in the tie break, and I was 7th. So
did you go light to heavy or heavy to light?
For the guys, I feel like it was better to go light to heavy because those sandbags for us were 205 is a big sandbag, and you need a place to grip it. And if you just throw 100 and 150 out of the way, you have the place for 200. Mm-hmm. So I did light to heavy just because of that. Everybody did light to heavy on the guy side.
Okay. So give it a grade, 1 to 10, your experience this year at the games. I know we have to go, so I'm going
to... my performance, 7 minus.
7 minus. Come on.
So many mistakes. It was not just my performance. It was everything that happened. So I missed a lap. I got 16 no reps on the handstand push-ups. Then I almost died on the sandbag. Then I didn't have energy for the event after the sandbag on the Capitol, after the Capitol actually. So so many mistakes and so many stuff happened that were not
so many learning opportunities, right?
True, but
so many learning opportunities.
I feel like I had top three, they pulled out, they were out of reach for the rest of us. They were I think Ricky had 1,060 points and I had 850, which is 200 points more than me, and then he had 100 over Sam Quant, who was fourth. So I feel like I had room to go to fourth this year. Just like I think I need like 100 points to fourth, and I lost 30 on the bike event. Let's say I finished third, which would be the lowest I feel like I could have finished in that event if Ricky passed me, which I don't think would happen. So that's 30 points. Then instead of finishing top 3 on the capital, I finished 13, which is again 30 points. Then like I had so many no reps on the handstand push-ups, and that was not supposed to be an event where I finished 33rd. Let's say I finished 10th. That's already again 30 points, which is
points.
So like I feel like everybody had the same
sure
stuff happening,
different
but
different circumstances for different athletes,
but when
and that's
I think
why
about it, I feel like there was room to place better. But if I finished, let's say 10th, 11th, I would be very, very unhappy. But I still improved. Like last year I was 9th, this year I was 8th, and it's one place improvement, but it's still improvement. So I feel happy about that. Yeah.
Did you ever think 2 years ago you'd be here? You'd be in this position?
Well, I hoped.
Of course.
I hoped. Yeah, I worked for that, and I was always striving to be like great CrossFit Games athlete, and I'm gonna try and continue to do that. So
good. Well, we're here for it for sure. I want to thank you for taking the time to give us a little inside peek into your training. Please make sure if your girlfriend is around next time that we meet.
I'll make sure.
When are you coming back to the States? Any plans? Perfect. Okay. All right. We'll see you then. It's a deal.
See you.
Take care. Thanks so much.
Thank you.